We have Payton Sartain on the pod today.
Ins and outs for spring.
Say April showers bring May flowers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking true.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even go?
I'm a little scared to say this is out for me, but it's been out for a little while for the springs, and that is
Oh, dear.
No, we love a take. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. Hope you're all having a very fabulous spring day.
It feels like spring.
It's giving spring. Like, it's finally kind of nice out in New York. We'll take it.
Yeah,
You're wearing yellow. I mean,
whenever I break out my yellow, I just feel quintessential Pookie.
quintessential Pookie spring outfit. No, 100%.
It's May 1st. Happy May 1st.
Happy May 1st.
Yeah, when this episode goes up, it is May.
We're in May.
Yeah. You know, I have a qualm with April.
Oh my God.
It's my
It's your
birthday month.
month.
No, I love it. I love April. I love spring. That's my favorite season because I'm biased. You know, I'm like, it's my
Oh, is it
birthday.
really?
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Like, I love it. It's like an emerging, they say that spring is like the season of birth and everything. Like, a birth in the way of like,
yes.
the birds, like
Yeah,
they
the birds
hatch
do
and
start
they-
chirping
yeah.
again. It's really nice.
Yes, I do. And the animals come out of hiding. I don't even care really that much about them. I don't know why. I like it because it's my birthday.
Yeah, of course.
They say April showers bring May flowers.
Mhm.
That's fucking true. Like,
Oh, for sure.
I thought it was just something in elementary school that they would put on the chalkboard and you'd be like, oh, it's April.
Nope, it's literally so true.
Facts, big facts. Is that true in Florida too?
Yeah. That's why I don't love spring because
Oh.
it's so, especially in New York, spring is like 2 weeks and then it gets
I know,
hot.
but those 2 weeks are some of the most magical.
The 2 weeks are amazing. Everyone's like, "What's the best rooftop in New York?" Like we're all just like
Suddenly,
picnicking.
yeah, you're like you're like, how can I fill every second of my
No,
time?
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I'm going on 20,000 step walks. Like you're
You
out
need to be
and about.
outside.
Mhm.
You can do anything you can. And I like those little seasons because it's like kind of before the bugs come out.
Yeah. You don't like bugs.
No.
I don't like bugs either. I don't know why. I say
No, but like there's those few good weeks before
before the
then they start
bug.
to
Yeah.
come. Oh my gosh.
Everyone's sitting outside on the lawn, like especially in New York. Sometimes New York, I don't want to say it like that, but like it just feels so community based in that way because when it's so warm out, everyone's just out. Like it's like, oh, all of a sudden we all like each other now and we're all like smiling and everyone's in a happy mood. Whereas it's when it's cold here, like everyone stays inside.
Don't make eye contact.
Don't make eye
Although-
contact. Whereas like I walk through Washington Square Park a lot and it looks significantly different these days. Like people are just picnicking, they're playing cards outside, they're tossing the football. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like I'm on a college
Yes,
campus when I'm at
yes,
Washington Square
yes.
Park. I guess it
Talking-
is
You're
NYU.
making friends with strangers' babies.
Yeah.
You're shaking hands with everyone.
Shaking
No, I'm joking.
hands. So true. What's
Yeah.
that?
I'm saying hi to people in the elevator in the spring.
Wow. In your personal elevator?
It depends. It depends.
I like weirdly don't in my elevator. I mean, I do. Like, you don't.
I'll
Why
smile. I always smile.
do you do the whole like? I'll get in the elevator. You see the other person. You do not say a word, and then when you leave, it's like have a good night.
Yep.
Why do we do that? Why don't we
Um,
say something in the beginning? I don't know, but we don't.
It depends what goes on with the pressing of the numbers.
Yeah.
Like if it's like, what number can I get for you? Like
Oh, yeah.
if I'm working the door, like you
What can
better
I do you for?
You better say thank you.
Yeah, you better say thank you. But it's always so minimal, which is so
Yeah,
sad.
or if someone holds the door for you or something.
oh
if
my
they
gosh,
do something
thanks.
kind. I mean, sometimes I'm hitting that door closed. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one talk. In the winter, I'm hitting door closed.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
no
it's like
one's
oh no,
getting
they'll get the next
Yeah.
one. Like it's really fine. I'm not in the mood right
But in
now.
the spring, come on in. Come on in. What floor are you going to? I'm like friendly, nice.
Come
and-
on in.
Yeah.
I'll hold it. You're just walking in. I'll hold the
Yeah,
door.
I see them like so far away, and then you're holding for like
Yeah.
an uncomfortable amount of time.
No,
it starts
it's-
beeping, closing. You're like,
Yeah, you're like,
no worry.
Come on in. What floor? I'll pre-press it for
Yeah.
you. So true. Love an elevator.
You and Ryan
moment.
went for an extremely long walk.
We never talked about that.
Tell me
I'm
about
just realizing
it.
that. It was just so typical. Like this would like Ryan, rain or shine, will go for a walk. Like he'll text me like, "Want to go like walk around?" I'm like, "It's
That's
not
really cute.
nice outside though."
Mhm.
But I'm always down. I love a walk too. But like he doesn't like if it's rain or shine. I'm saying this because it was on it. We had plans. We had big plans. We like knew in advance we're gonna do a big walk. The traditional walk is the Broad City walk from that show where they walk, I think, from like 230th Street or something, 215th, 230th, all the way down to Battery Park. I've never done this before. I didn't know my pace, how we were going to be doing. So Ryan and I decided to start at 110th Street, kind of near Columbia University, and go down. And then maybe next time we'll do.
You'll graduate to the next level. Okay.
I'm so glad we didn't do the full one because it was a terrible weather day. I don't know if you recall, but it was
torrential downpouring at points.
Yeah.
Random,
so windy. Like when we woke up, it didn't say rain though. So I didn't wear a rain jacket. I didn't wear anything with a hood. It just said wind. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ryan, we should definitely do this tomorrow. And he's like, no, I have plans tomorrow. Like we have to do it today. I'm like, fuck. So we get up, we do it. I was in a really bad mood. Like honestly, like I was like, this is so frustrating. Like I'm so upset. We were gonna have such a good walking day because we're walking blocks. Like that should be on a really nice sunny day.
Yeah.
Anyways, it ended up like
it was
clearing
April showers.
up. April showers. So glad it's May.
But we're out. We're in the clear now.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Safe.
You like stop along the way. Mark's safe. Yeah, we went to like bagels. We got lunch. Like it is fun to kind of. It's crazy how you can just walk through all of New York and end in Battery Park. And we had 23,000 steps that day.
Wow.
I kind of thought we'd hit 30,000 if I'm honest. Like I thought it'd be more than that. I've definitely at least
hit that naturally without intending to.
On a big walking day, but like I've definitely hit that.
Were you
before.
sore the next day?
My calves or my shins, the ones in the front. My shins were really sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was really fun. Highly suggest definitely do it on a nicer day.
I actually want to do that. I really want. Also, something randomly that I've never done. I've never walked across the bridges.
Oh, yeah, me neither. I've only walked halfway.
I really want to. I don't know why.
That's a good like May, June activity before it gets too hot.
Yeah, to Brooklyn. I mean, like I feel like that would be lovely.
I think that's
would
like
be
so
a
lovely.
classic
Great
tourist thing
too.
to do.
Yeah.
Like people will be like, I came to New York, I walked the bridge. I'm like, wow, I've lived here for so long. I've never walked that damn bridge.
Me and Margot Lee tried one time like years ago in July, and we literally had to turn around before we hit like right before halfway because we were so hot.
Couldn't make it.
No, like actually, like we were so hot.
Well, you didn't bring proper hydration.
No,
I'm there with you. Trust me. Sometimes on a 70-degree day, I'm like, oh
if the sun is bright enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a really exciting episode.
We do
today. Speaking of spring,
happy spring. We have Payton Sartain on the pod today.
Yeah.
Danielle and I are both big fans. I think of Payton.
Love
her content,
Payton.
her
Everything
vibes.
she does.
She gets it.
She really does. She's living her wag life, and we kind of talk a little bit. Not that that's all that she does, but we get a little bit into that. We talked to her while we were in LA, and it was so fun. We did a little bit of a spring State of the Union, ins and outs of spring, because that's what she does a lot, and we wanted to partake. So we talk about some trends, some just things that are in for us personally, out for us personally. We all three had different things to say, and it was a really good discussion.
I think so too. She's really thoughtful, like with her word choices.
Yes.
She's a smart person.
You could tell she like thinks before she speaks.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, me neither.
Nope.
I haven't actually had one thought.
It just comes out. It's so crazy. But it was really, really so fun. So we'll get into that episode in a little bit. She's an amazing content creator. She's currently living in
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was like,
MK.
Yeah. And with
her podcast is great,
Joe.
though. I throw it on all the time. Like that's one of my. It's in my rotation.
Note to Self by Payton Sartain. Great podcast.
Yeah.
She always has great themes.
I don't know if I ever told you this. I was listening to it a few years ago, like when she first started, and I was like playing in the bathroom while I was getting ready because you know me, I can't have silence. I need to always be stimulated.
Yeah.
And my mom was with me, and she was like, "Who are you listening to?" And I was like, "Oh, this girl Payton. Like I'm kind of friends with her." She's like, "She is so intelligent." Like, yeah, my mom was like blown away, and she has literally never said that about anyone ever.
That's when you know. No, great podcast. We love her. We've been on her podcast like last year, or maybe last year. So if you want to go back and listen to that, I think we did something similar, like ins and outs of summer or fall or something. But yeah, so before we get into that, we could do a little fave and rec moment.
Yeah,
let's do it. By the time this is out, I would have came back from Stagecoach.
You're on the go.
And now I'm about to head to Jackson Hole.
Do you have a travel fave that you're using for all of these things? Or I guess
no.
What
is my fave? What's your fave? No, mine's not travel related.
The Makeup Forever HD Face Essentials palette.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We get sent a lot of makeup. I think I'm also like in my makeup. I'm enjoying doing my makeup.
Yes, you definitely are.
Yeah.
You do a really good job.
It comes out the fucking same every time. I feel like I'll spend an hour doing it or I'll spend...
But it looks really good.
Thanks.
Well, you're just doing different products, so different coloring.
Yeah, and I'm learning more. I'm trying to improve my technique. With contour instead of just slapping it on. Like, I'm like,
apply it right.
There's a bone there.
Yeah, that's smart. That's a good thing to do.
This is a cream palette. Have you used it? You've seen it before.
I have.
It looks like watercolors.
I'm really having trouble with it, so I need to hear how you use it.
You could use it for everything. Like, that's the thing. It's like the possibilities are endless.
There's so many shades.
Concealer with a concealer brush.
Oh, okay.
So I use the lighter shades like under my eyes to brighten for highlight. There's pink shades that I use for blush. I've also used them as like a cream eyeshadow because I like more pinky tones on my eyes. And then there are more contour shades at the bottom. Like there's a contour shade, then there's like a bronzy shade. So I use those. I'm into my.
That's so fun, like a little artiste.
I feel like I'm in the lab when I do it.
love that.
And for covering acne, I really like it because
it's like thick, creamy, like
thick, creamy,
good.
but good shade. So like, you can go in and kind of, I don't really color correct, but you like lighten and then like powder and then like darker. Like you cake it on.
You're in the lab over there, Brooke. I love it.
You should see the state of my skin underneath this. Like
my skin's bad too. I need to get a hydrofacial. You know when they like use the vacuum?
They get the gunk out.
I need gunk out.
So what's the deal? I've gotten one at some point, but how many days after do I need to allocate of my skin looking bad if I get that? Or it's not really like that?
Oh, your skin looks so plump and amazing after.
Okay.
Yeah, I just try not to put on makeup that day after, but
I need to know that. That needs to be factored into the equation.
But like for any facial, I'm like, why would I put on makeup after
I don't really
that?
get a lot of facials.
I don't either. I guess you're right. But with hydrofacials, it's nice to let your skin breathe. But with hydrofacials, they take all the gunk out and then they put in like
serum and stuff.
Like hyaluronic acid. Like it's the same thing. Oh my God. I think I'm getting one actually next week. So I'm really excited.
Maybe I should consider that because I have some bigger events coming up that I'm going to take pictures and stuff. So I want to be looking good.
And it feels so good. You can just feel it like, and then they show you it at the end, like all the gunk. And you're like, yeah. I'm excited about it.
No, I'm in the market for something like that.
It's like a little lighter than like them doing extractions. Like it's just like.
Because when I get those
no, it never ends well for me. I just break out more. Unless they're really, really talented. I've done facial with like one person and I was like, oh, I didn't break out after that. She did something different.
Well, they say that then you have to get them routinely and that's just not something I'm prepared to spend on a few things.
We have enough beauty.
The routine facials are not, maybe that will be like a later in life decision.
Definitely. I feel like it depends, but I think your skin's looking great right now.
It's this palette.
It's this palette. No,
it's cool because it does it also for travel and stuff. I feel like you might.
I think it was the brush I used. Like I tried to apply the blush and it came on very like, it didn't spread. Yes, patchy. That's the word.
It's definitely the brush. You should use. I got sent also the BK Beauty brushes. I don't know. They just showed up at my door. I think it's because we talked about them on the pod, or maybe we're working. I don't really know. They showed up at my door. I was exciting. Like, they are here, and I've been using those because they're like.
Is that the one I bought from TikTok Shop?
Yes.
The concealer brush is great.
Maybe they've reached out or something after that.
Yeah,
I
maybe
feel like
you said
talked about it, and maybe I don't know. All I know is one day I was like, oh my God.
That's exciting. New
I feel really
makeup
lucky.
Brushes are.
Well, actually, I got
exciting.
an email like, "Thanks for your order confirmation." I thought it was like spam, and then they actually showed up. I was like, this is so
sometimes
weird.
the brands place an order in that way instead of like
Those brushes, the face brushes, are really light. Like they're not very dense.
Yeah.
So I think the key is to use like for the blush at least.
Yeah.
For the contour, I use more dense.
Okay.
And then for my concealer, I'm like
That's so fun.
It's fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I saw Kelly just posted about that palette too, so I need to give it another go.
They have it in like light and dark. I feel like you would love it for your travels coming up.
Yeah, thanks. My favorite is underwear.
Oh, what type?
I think you have these. They're the Spanx Fit to Use Super Light Smoothing Thong, and I like them. They're just thong. They just look like thongs, but they have patent pending top-notch crotch, which makes it stay in place. I've been having issues with my underwear lately, where it just moves around.
Okay.
Sounds weird, but we got.
Like what pant? Like, are you wearing like a jean or something?
Usually with jeans, and it's so uncomfortable when you're like literally when it just kind of like moves to the side. You're like, what do I'm in public? It's like a front wedgie basically. It's so uncomfortable, and I have these Spanx thongs, and I really, really like them. I usually wear them when I need something seamless, but I'm gonna get more pairs because I think they're just comfortable no matter what, and they've got that top notch crotch, patent pending.
Love that,
and it helps literally keep your underwear stay in place. So if any of you have issues like that, you should try these. And they also they come in nude, and they're supposed to be seamless, which is also nice. But I just like them because of that patent pending situation. So
I mean, I'm big on Spanx. I love the Spanx.
You've tried these, right?
Yeah,
you know the
I
ones
like
I'm talking about. They have
underwear.
that like
yes,
you could tell it's got the thing in there.
I love Spanx underwear. Yeah. I like Spanx, like the little ones that have a little bit of. I love a proper Spanx.
Oh well, yeah, of course.
I like the Spanx just that do a little bit of like
just
kind
like
of stomach control with the thong. Those are great.
Yeah,
they just have good underwear, and I feel like it doesn't itch or like not to be deep, but like it's comfy underwear.
Yeah.
It just sits in the right place.
Oh, itch! I wasn't processing what you were saying. They don't itch. Yeah.
Sometimes
No, they're
the
not like
fabric
scratchy, lacy.
Yeah, and you're like, what were you thinking? Like,
Yeah,
this just
same with
doesn't go.
Skims. Skims underwear is
Yeah,
really comfortable
really
too.
good.
Like I love hanky pankies. I feel like we both do, but sometimes, like after I wash it a lot, like they're really uncomfortable.
You're not supposed to dry them.
I know, but I do.
No, I know.
So do they stay soft?
It's
Is that
okay.
why?
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
it's
it's because
late.
I'm drying them. Damn it. Well, Spanx top notch crotch. You gotta get them.
Love it. Got to get on that.
Yeah.
How about a rec?
How about a rec?
It's I got an early release of the Ellen Hildebrand book, the new one, Swan Song. I know everybody's on their toes waiting for this review. I did like it. It's a typical Ellen Nantucket novel. This is her last, for the time being. She wrote in the end of the book, like her little author's note. She was like, for the time being, pretty much.
I like to hear that.
She's like, I
just in
might be able to
case.
squeeze out one or two more, like later in the career. I liked it because it played on the characters, like a lot of the characters that are in her other Nantucket novels.
Oh, she brought him back.
Yes,
I love that. Like
the
hotel
police
people.
chief.
No way.
Yes, and
Chief. What's his name?
Capinet.
Cavendish.
Yeah.
Or something. Ed Cavendish. or something.
Blonde Sharon. You know Blonde Sharon. She's one of
Yes,
the
of
local
course.
townspeople. There were some others that you
That's
would
so
recognize. I
fun.
love the lore. Honestly,
The
it is
lore.
lore.
The
That's a
Ellen
perfect use.
lore.
She has these characters that, like, in some of them they're more background characters, and then in some they're more.
I'm
like,
obsessed.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It's
Thank
it's
you.
not my
What was it
favorite
called?
of her books. Swan Song.
Swan Song. Yes, you said that.
Yeah. What would you? And then people were like, "Well, what is your favorite, Ellen?" And I was like, "That is the question."
Mine's 28 Summers.
Oh, I fucking always forget about that
I feel
one.
like that's maybe your fave.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the best one. I think that was my gateway into Ellen.
Oh my god. Or did you ever read the thriller? The what is it?
Oh, she wrote a thriller?
Yeah. Why can't I think of the name of it right now? 5-Star Weekend is
5-Star Weekend
the
was
most
great.
recent one.
Hotel Nantucket
Hotel
is really
Nantucket.
good.
Those are great.
I'm looking it up for you because we have to.
can't
Winter in Paradise?
No.
The Perfect Couple.
Perfect Couple.
I did read that.
Yeah.
Aren't they making a movie?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I mean, it's her take on a thriller. It's like a murder. But.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was kind of thriller-y. There was
Yeah.
some mystery, if you will.
Yeah, I feel like if it's a plot, like they're like murder, it's considered a thriller. Like you can't consider
Easy.
that a romance novel.
Thriller is so hot right now.
Yeah, 'cause
So hot.
they're making that with the girl who does the AMC theater thing. What's her name?
Oh my God, Redhead.
Nicole
Kidman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of her without thinking of the
She
theaters, and
does. Oh,
she's-
I'm due for a
she
movie
does
soon. What movies are out? I don't think anything's like
hot
Oh.
right now.
yeah.
Oh, the new Zendaya. When does that come out?
Challengers. I don't know. but
Her
that would be
outfit's
good.
on that press tour. Beautiful.
Good job,
I'm-
Zendaya. Your
I'm-
stylist.
I love her.
Yeah. She's crushing. She's such a fashion
Yeah.
queen. And Met Gala. That'll be this coming Monday.
Oh, great.
First
we can
Monday
do
in
maybe-
May.
or- yeah.
Of course, I am always traveling on the day of the Met Gala. I'm gonna be traveling. I kind of hate that.
You're just so booked.
I
and
love-
so busy.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
No, I'm joking.
I am so booked. It's so busy.
Speaking of Zendaya, have you ever? I've been getting served the clips of her interviews. She
No.
is so Disney. It's so cute. She does the interviews and she's
Oh.
like, you could just tell
Like,
she's a
hee-hee.
Disney kid at heart. She's like, well, I'm thinking that my favorite part of the movie would be when I cry. And she's so
Aw.
like Disney quirky, but
Yeah.
like real for that. And
Yeah.
I love it because that's like me.
That's how she grew up.
But
Like,
she
she's
gives
still
like
herself.
sexy cool girl, but then in the interview she's like, you're like, oh wait, like you can do both. Get your girl that
Yeah.
can do both.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah,
Good for
I
her.
relate.
She's. I really can't wait. I'm really excited to see if Taylor and Travis go to the Met Gala. Do you think they will?
I have no fire. I'm not like
But a lot of people say like the Kardashians are going to be there, so like maybe she wouldn't. But like, she went to Coachella. She's going to the Met Gala. She's obviously invited. Travis is
Yeah.
probably like, babe, let's go.
I feel like they want to like see and be seen together too. Well,
I'm
not.
into it.
I think that they genuinely went for fun. What was the deal with the backwards hat? We never talked to.
That was his podcast hat. Did you realize?
Yeah.
It's really cute. I don't know. She's,
She's just living her best life.
yeah, she is really living her best life. So I hope to see her at the Met Gala. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the looks. It'll be really fun. My rec is a show or a movie documentary on. I watched it on Hulu, but it's an HBO original, so I'm confused. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be on HBO Max. Brandy Melville. Highly suggest if you grew up in the Brandy Melville era. I definitely was. I feel like you were too.
Oh, for sure. I remember, actually, this was kind of like the core of me and Mariah's friendship. As she came into
God.
my room freshman year of college, and she was like, "I need clothes to wear." I gave her one of my. I had a T-shirt, like a crop tee, tight, that was Brandy Melville. I gave it to her. I was like, she looks like a Brandy Melville model.
Oh my God,
like
let me snap a photo.
She's like blonde with the freckles, with that, like, and it just fit her perfectly. I was like, that was the start of our friendship. So yeah.
I knew it was she borrowed a shirt, but I didn't know it was a Brandy Melville shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so unfortunately, I mean, the show is not very positive. It is definitely highlighting some things that I definitely didn't know as a consumer and some really sad things, but also it definitely brought back some memories of like, wow, I really just was obsessed with that backless dress. Like everyone had to have that one dress that had ruffles on the bottom and it had one strap in the back, had a chokehold on us. And it was interesting seeing they like included some vloggers clips in it. So to see like some of our friends that are in it. And
talking about the dress or talking about Brandy Melville in general?
In general. They'd be like, okay guys, Brandy Melville haul. Like it was just, but they'd like include, and I'm like, oh my God, I know that girl. I remember watching that haul.
You shot there too, I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the vid. I mean.
No. I had a few, I feel like I had a backpack from them maybe.
Oh yeah, they had everything, and it's
maybe shoes. Because I was deep, like I was like penny board, like so that was my aesthetic
Tumblr.
for a minute.
It was Tumblr. It was the days of Tumblr. It was the days of like the infinity sign. I definitely remember buying like an infinity sign muscle tank from Brandy Melville.
Yeah.
Like
oh my gosh,
it was crazy. And whenever I would come to New York, I went to the Soho Brandy Melville. We went to Santa Monica. Like it was a whole craze. So they definitely talk about that, and it brings back a lot of memories, but also it brings light to some things that are not so okay that was happening there and maybe still happening there. I'm not so sure. So
will they go under? Like, is it like enough to take them down?
I don't know. I went on their Instagram the other day and they're posting like lots of music stuff. I don't know. They must be trying to go a different route.
Are
they're
the
like
comments
they're either limited or off.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know if they'll go under because I feel like a lot of people, like I saw, I think Kit Keenan, she was like, I'm about to watch this, but damn, I have a lot of Brandy Melville tanks. Like, So yeah, it's a great watch. I really, really recommend it. And that's my rec.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like the one size model, we're just way past that as a society.
No.
It feels.
I mean, I simply cannot walk in. No, like that wouldn't work for me.
That doesn't even.
It literally makes no sense. It's so non-inclusive, and I can't believe that we partook. But it was the times.
Yeah. And I feel like since we were so young for a lot of it, like in middle school or whatever, like you don't realize how that subconsciously affects you as you get older or something like that. Like, because I just remember being like, oh, it's one size. Like, that's their thing. But the lingering effects of that.
Absolutely.
And kind of thinking how you think through about like how that shapes your perception of body image and things.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Yeah. And they talk about so much about how like if a beautiful girl walked in that was very on brand, like they would just ask her to work there. Like that was their thing.
Like a lot. Abercrombie.
No, I know. It was and I thought this was more interesting than the Abercrombie one that came out. So it's like they had these weird things they did, like camera, like it was so weird.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And I'm so glad, like, this was a part they talked about, like, they showed one of the vloggers, and, like, some of the other girls were talking, like, oh, I hope I go to Brandy, and they, like, asked me to take a photo, because I guess if they liked your outfit and they liked your look, they'd ask to take a photo of you in front of, like, the iconic brick wall in the back of the store and post it, and, like, a lot of girls would walk in hoping that someone would approach them. I am so glad I didn't know that was a thing, because that would have really wrecked me if I was like, I'm going to Brandy, I'm all dressed up, and they don't ask me for a photo. That would have just really hit the ego, so I'm glad I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
did you know about that?
Not at all. I feel like the times I have shopped there, I like can't get help.
Yeah,
like I've been swiftly escorted out or to the back.
Yeah, literally. Like, here's the checkout if you want to give us money.
They're like, yeah, you, someone,
sure, someone
show her the door.
Yeah, show her the door. She's not buying anything. Well, we'll get into our episode now with Payton.
Yeah. Enjoy, and we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, guys, we're here now with Payton. What's
Hello.
up?
Hi, guys.
You just have the most chill, amazing energy.
I appreciate that because inside of my body is like mass chaos.
I'm sure.
I think it's like a coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you have to relax on the outside because like otherwise I'd be a fucking psychopath.
No, I get that. I actually sometimes do that when I'm really overwhelmed. I feel like I don't shut down, but I kind of just am very monotone. Like I'll tell Brooke, like I have not much to give, so I'm just going to be super chill. Not that you're monotone at all.
Well, I am very monotone, which is one of my favorite things about myself. I actually I love it. Oh, it's good for podcast, one. And then also I just like, it's just even keeled. I feel like because I'm moving soon, which, hello, I'm moving soon. Yeah. My movers come tomorrow. I feel like getting everything done, you just kind of have to like put it like you go into like, I don't know, like this like autopilot kind of mode. And you're like, I have everything planned. I'm like, as long as I hit my like time frames and I pick up Winnie from daycare and I ship the car and I do all the things, like it'll be good. I just need to like remain calm while it's all happening.
How is being a dog mom?
I love it. I love it so much. I was a dog mom in college as well.
Oh, were you?
I was. And then my dog grew to be about 40 pounds heavier than what I was told he would be. And he just didn't like apartment lifestyle. So we attempted to bring him out here, but he actually lives like on a ranch with my grandparents.
Thriving.
And
best life.
He's living his best life. I did feel a little bit guilty, but like I think that I tried to bring him back out again, and like it was just he was not happy. But Winnie is like perfect size. I also got her like right before I turned 30, and I feel like I had just like my life had slowed down. I wasn't going out and about as much, and I like have money to spend on her vet bills and her freaking daycare. Like dogs are expensive.
I know.
They're really expensive. So I'm glad I got it at this time of my life. But that dog does not usually, unless she's like playing or like at daycare, she doesn't leave my side. Like she sleeps like a person in the bed with me, like on a pillow. Like it is so cute.
Is the cutest.
And she really is the cutest dog, I have to say.
She's so sweet. I got really, really lucky. Really lucky.
Yeah. Was the training part hard? Like did you do crate training, potty training?
I did. I attempted the crate training. She's
hard.
She's mostly a Belgian Malinois, which I was told she was a German Shepherd, which they're similar, but Belgian Malinois are like notoriously like velociraptor high strung. Like they're freaking crazy. So I've had to like find ways to calm her down, and she loves to be trained. But when we moved, like when I'm moving to Wisconsin, by the way, from LA. When we moved there, everything is so cheap, like in comparison to Los Angeles, that I like waited. I'm gonna get her like actually like board and trained. So I'm gonna like send her off whenever we have like I'm gonna go on one long trip with Joe, my boyfriend.
That's perfect.
Yeah, he plays baseball, for those of you who don't know me, but he has like a long series, just like they play in Miami and then Houston and then Boston. So like it's gonna be a couple weeks, and I'm just gonna send her off to her training, and then when we return, we'll be good.
I'm ready for the WAG content. I can't lie.
I love following WAG content.
Ew.
And I feel like when I first was dating Joe and we were in DC, and I was visiting him in DC, it wasn't as cool back then. This is like 2021.
You're
like
so
no
right.
one cared.
I mean, I still loved it.
It's become, like
it blew
hit
up.
mainstream
But now
media.
it hit mainstream.
Especially with Taylor Swift. Like I mean,
the Taylor
now
Swift of
it's-
it all.
Kristen Juszczyk, all those good pops,
True.
Olivia Culpo. Like
They've killed it. And I think baseball is a little different. Like, for example, football has like 16 games a season. Baseball has 165 or something crazy. And that's not even like he's in spring training right now. And then it's not playoffs, doesn't have playoffs after the season. But he's a pitcher, and he's usually a starting pitcher, so I know when he's going to play. So it's a little bit like football, where like I know it's like once a week that I'll go, so I can like make my outfits cute and stuff. Because otherwise, if you're up at the field every day watching your significant other or whatever, the girls are exhausted. The other wives and girlfriends are like, I was freaking here yesterday. I'm so tired. I'm wearing sweats. I don't care.
I'm glad that baseball, because my boyfriend loves baseball. He played baseball his whole life. I'm a football girly. I try to watch baseball, but recently I went to a couple games, and the games are shorter now.
Yeah, because they have the pitch clock and like
I'm
all the stuff.
obsessed.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Does Joe like that? Like as a pitcher,
I think they all like it. Yeah,
He's happy with it,
gotten a
so.
couple violations. So basically, like
of
just
the
getting
clock.
used to being back on the mound with the clock.
Yeah.
because he was injured last year. But I think baseball. So I'm from Texas. Like football is everything, and then I grew up with my whole family being really involved in baseball and softball. So I was very anti. I was like, I would never date a baseball player. That would be so dumb. So I mean, to admit that to my parents is just a lot. But I've come to the conclusion, especially since sitting through games and watching him pitch and stuff, it's like it's a sport that's for the girls. Like football, I feel like you have to things are happening a lot. There's a lot of sounds. Like it's very continuous. Of course, there's timeouts. There's they stop the clock, whatever. Basketball, same thing. It's so continuous. Like I went to a Lakers game recently, and I'm like, you look away, and then you look back, and you're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
Score went up 20 points.
Yeah, like, what is happening right now? Baseball, you just like I always go in. I have my normal routine. I get a crisp, cold draft beer. I get a lovely hot dog, a grilled one, not a boiled one, like a good hot dog.
Is there I'm not a hot dog girly. Is
you
there
see
a
like the
difference
marks on the
between
hot
two?
dog,
Like in
grilled.
taste. Gotcha.
The boiled, it's like
those are the ones that eat a lot of like New York dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are
Like
good.
if I'm tipsy, I'll definitely have a boiled hot dog.
I'll take whatever I can get.
I'm down. But if I can get like a good hot dog, and then you sit there and I just chat, watch a pitch, chat, watch another pitch. Like it's very simple. It kind of is in the middle of like golf to me, and like
Yes.
like basketball. Like but you can talk. It's so chatty and fun. So I just like, we gossip all, like when I have someone with me, we're gossiping.
Yeah.
I watch it. It helps with my nerves to talk too.
Definitely.
So I'm just like,
you're like,
it's awesome.
I'm watching him, but oh my God. Pretend I'm not.
But I just promise, like for me, I feel like now that the games are shorter, baseball's for the girls. That's the sport for the girls.
It really runs by a lot faster. I didn't believe him when he told me, and then I was like, okay, this is, doable.
And the outfits are cute because they're like casual, like very like cool girl kind of style.
Definitely.
I really like that. Whereas like I think like basketball and football, there's a little like more glam, sexier.
Glam.
You're not oftentimes going to see baseball girls like getting glam for a game because especially again if you're going to watch games every day,
126 games.
Yeah,
because also you're like in the stands, right? Like there's not really boxes at.
There are boxes.
There are.
Okay.
And we get lucky. Like some teams, the guys will pitch in for the wives and girlfriends to have a box, which is nice because the kids go up there too sometimes. So like it's nice.
Because I've never been in one.
Yeah, it's very
really
like
nice.
family friendly, I would say too, which I like about it. So I'm excited for baseball to start. I've never been to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So
Ever?
And you're moving there?
I'm moving there.
How
in,
did
like,
you guys
3
find a
days.
place?
Just through the team. They're always helpful. So like,
Did you see photos though?
Yeah,
And you're like, okay, I
it's
like it.
so nice. We're living right on the lake.
Oh
which
my God! So you
the
have a
Great
water
Lakes are
view.
the Great Lakes are huge, so it looks like the beach.
Yeah,
And it's so much less expensive than it is here.
Sure.
Obviously,
it's probably like
in LA.
nice, luxurious, like everything.
Yeah.
And I want to calm down. Like I turned 30. I got a dog. I'm moving to Wisconsin. I'm like, wow, she really has turned.
I know.
a corner.
So you're 30 now. You turned 30. What in December is your
December,
birthday?
yeah.
Wow. How do you like being 30 so far?
I love it. 'Cause
I've
I
heard
just
30s
feel
are
like-
amazing.
No,
That's why I asked.
I feel like it's the best. I feel like it's the best like decade for women right now, like of the times. You know what I mean? Like we've gone through our 20s. I feel like I'm getting my health in check, my hormones, balance, like all the things that are important, and also like you have money now to like save, and you can start feeling a little safer, and you can just afford like a nicer life, and like the luxuries and conveniences I feel like that I couldn't afford in my 20s I can now, which just like really does make your life a different experience. Plus you chill out because you're like, you stop trying to figure out things all the time and how life should work and all this stuff, and you just realize like no one knows what's going on, so like you don't need to figure it all out because like you just don't, like no one can. It's impossible. But I spent my 20s trying to like figure it out, and then I was like, what am I even trying to figure out?
What is
like,
this?
I don't know. Why am I so
Getting
confused?
deep over here. I don't know if I'm not like so deep on astrology, but the Saturn return is like when you're 29 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to have like a huge like life shift or something, right? So do you feel that? I don't know if you know when yours was.
I did. Like around 28, I felt mine. I feel like I had like a big shift in my life at 25, and then I had a big one at 28, 29. And a lot of it is just like slowing down. Like I can't go out like I used to. I physically cannot do those things anymore.
Yeah.
So your body, like physically, I feel like my friends joked about this with me and I didn't believe them. But once I hit 30, like I feel like my body became different. Like I was on a date with Joe somewhat recently, and we used to be able to go out all night. We had so much fun. Like our dates would turn into like being out in New York until like 4 a.m. with like all these random people just like exploring. And we were getting like a nightcap after a pretty short dinner the other night, and I like was bent over the table talking to him, like leaning over to him, and I was like, "You're gonna have to come sit on the side of me because like my back is fucking killing me. Like I can't sit on like a normal surface. Like it has to be like a hard surface." And I'm like, this is so fucked.
I'm 30.
This is so weird.
I thought you were gonna say like the volume. I've actually noticed the volume thing with myself too. Like at dinners and stuff, I'm like, I can't hear you. I can't
Stop.
hear
Oh my God,
you.
the
I'm
vision,
literally
too.
I guess
I've-
that was me last night, honestly.
Yeah,
at dinner.
I've always had great vision. My vision, I'm like, okay, I can't see. Like I need to zoom. I'm
Yeah.
like, that is so freaking weird when
gotta
that
lock
stuff
in.
starts happening to you, because you're just like, I'm breaking. Like, what is happening right now? You're not really breaking, but like
No.
it is weird to notice those first. Not that I'm old, but it's weird to notice the first initial signs of like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is like what my mom was talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
Well, you look
behavior.
great. You're
Thank
glowing.
you.
Skin is glowing. Seriously.
you.
Are you still doing your peels?
Love the peels. I'm gonna do microneedling soon, which I think is like honestly kind of a cure-all for like texture and stuff like
Have you
that.
ever done it before?
I
Does
love
it
it.
hurt?
Not really. No.
Okay. They
'Cause
numb
I've
you
done,
and-
Yeah, they numb you. I've done other things that are worse. Honestly, peels burn the shit out of my skin, and that's what hurts worse to
You
me.
actually physically peel,
Mm-hmm.
right?
You know, you inspired me. I did a very, very baby, my first peel, but after
Yeah.
we had our,
Yes.
when we were on your podcast last year, I did my first one, and now we're going to do the next one because it didn't like, It didn't burn too much. She was like, okay, you're ready for the
next level.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love Appeal so much. I wish I would have gotten one more before like the sun started coming out. But in Milwaukee, it's like 27 degrees right now.
Girl, still. Well, I guess New York's still cold. So
not 27.
Not 27. No.
Yeah,
but,
it's cold. Allegedly, like on the Weather Channel. I'm hoping.
But maybe it's like sunny and 27.
Yeah, we'll see.
The 53 degrees here hits different than in New York 53. Like I was walking around the other day, 53 like light sweater. Like in New York, it's like you feel
it's in your bones.
Yeah.
It's bone chilling. But I'm noticing like obviously like Chicago is known for being freezing. So I'm assuming like Milwaukee is that freaking cold. So we'll see. But I ordered a ton of like puffer jackets and stuff to the apartment to like be there waiting for me.
That's good.
Fantastic. When I get there on, I think Saturday I'm going.
So excited to watch you like decorate and just
it'll be so fun
moving.
Yeah, it really is. And our place is cool. It's like kind of like TK and I's old place. It's like a high rise.
That vibe.
With that like really
corner unit.
Yes.
Oh,
but I think
corner units are sexy.
We can see the water. I think we see the water in our unit, which will be just like a whole different vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're so right. The lakes are ginormous. That
Huge.
It looks like an ocean.
It looks like an ocean.
You
so
really
lucky.
inspire me to be so. I feel like you're. Well, I don't know if it's because you're chill or whatever, but I feel like you're so flexible with like going. You're like, I'm down to explore. Like I'm down to try something and be like,
really
hey, I didn't like
awesome.
that, or like, hey, I moved to this new city and like I didn't love it, and that's like such a cool thing to do when you're young like us.
Yeah, it's just like also logistics suck. I will say like I get stressed about the move like the week it's happening, but I don't ever get stressed about being in a new place. But also I moved around a lot growing up. Like we just knew a lot of change. So like I feel like now I get stressed when I'm somewhere for too long. Like I've been in LA for a long time. I left for a bit, but came back and I'm like, just give me a reason to go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'll go anywhere. Did I see Milwaukee for myself? No. And we also didn't know until like 2 months ago. So like he could have gone really anywhere. It's just where he decided, to agree with whatever team. So he loves the Brewers. The team has been honestly so great so far, and I've only like been around like twice or so for spring training. So yeah, the girls are cool.
Podcast, random question. Like, are you going to record? Like, will you do recordings in like New York, LA, like major cities, or will you just record from Milwaukee then?
I will likely fly. Like I kind of like how y'all did the batch recording.
Yeah.
And obviously you record in New York all the time, but I think when you do the batch recording, I'm a good compartmentalizer, and I work better when I compartmentalize. So like if I work from home, I just consequently get less done, and I feel like the quality of work is not great. But if I could like come here or go to New York and like batch record a month of episodes and like get my hair and makeup done and like look like cool, I feel like I would enjoy the process more, and I also think I'd put more into it. So that's going to be my goal is to like Milwaukee's where I go to like I'll create content there and like live my life, but I'd like to for podcast get out and like come here, go to New York.
Yeah, and then you can record still your little intros if you want, like not your little intros.
Yeah,
but, like,
your silly little intros.
No, that's what we're gonna go home and do. Record a little intro
do.
before this, and I think that's a great plan, and it's so fun. But you also, I'm sure you have to lean into like the suburb life. Well, it's a city, I guess.
Do you have a car?
City.
Yeah, you're shipping your car. Okay.
Shipping my car. It is a city, but like I've just never been a Midwestern girl. Yeah. So now I'm going to really lean into the Midwestern of it all, which I'm like, cheese curds are big, I've heard.
Everyone's so
I'm
nice.
into that. Beer is big, I've heard. I'm into that. It's very, I'm from Texas, so like it's a giving Texas vibe.
It is.
I think it'll be easy, and it's only 6 months.
Yeah.
And then we're off.
It's low lift.
And it's like the good months, I feel like the weather-wise.
Yeah, and the team also makes it really easy to travel with them. Like some teams make it easier, some teams make it a little more challenging, but this team, they're very family oriented.
I love that.
So like you can always stay in the hotel like with every team you can, but like this team I think we can even fly not to the city, but like at the end of every road trip they have like a leg home and you can just fly. So it just makes life easier. So I'm probably going to be traveling more and stuff like that too.
That's interesting because I do feel like some other teams, some other sports
NFL,
they're so removed. They're like meet you there in 2 days.
NFL is insanely removed, but also they're home all week though. So like the NFL players are home all week.
Game,
They leave for the game or it's a home game, or then they stay in the hotel before.
That's actually true.
Yeah, whereas like Joe could be gone for I don't know 2.5 weeks at a time, and then come back and play some games and leave again because it's a game like literally every single day.
I'm excited for you though. So it's officially spring.
Yes.
If you guys didn't know, I'm so excited, and we were so inspired because on your podcast you'll do ins and outs, or what's the word you use? The
State of the Union.
State of the Union.
I was a poli-sci major in college, and I feel like I just like loved. Like I write down little like notes and words and stuff that I like, and I'm like State of the Union.
That's also from
official.
the Click books.
Right.
Massive
Oh, yeah,
rock.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that, yeah.
She's on her, like, iMac. Stated out Claire.
Yeah.
Love
Claire.
Love those
best.
books. Oh my God, those need to come back in.
They really do, honestly. I'm sure they will. I'll make my daughter read it one day. So we, all three of us, prepared ins and outs for spring. We have no idea what each other all said. It's going to be random. And again, like, this is just for us personally, how we feel. Like,
Yeah.
And it's just
everyone's
silly.
different. It's
It's
our
just
silly
exactly-
little
it's our-
list. Our silly little list.
Exactly. It's lighthearted.
It is.
Yeah.
Not too deep. Should we start with the outs so that...
Yeah, I start negative.
I have less outs
Me too.
too, so I feel like it's
We're just so
easier to start.
positive over here.
Yes, we're very positive girls. Not me at all, but
Yeah, no, I have less outs as well.
okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, so my first out is, and this is like an obvious one, but procrastinating, because I've given myself a lot of grace in the last year, but then I gave myself too much grace, and I'm like, you need to get the fuck up and start doing stuff.
Speaking to two girls who
Yep, we know
we're
about that.
a little too into the self-care.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
will.
I treat myself a little too much.
Yes, so I need to stop like putting things off and be like, oh, we'll get it done. Like, don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah, I know.
gentle parenting myself. I need to like harsh parent myself. Like,
feel
I need
that.
to like drill sergeant myself. You know what I mean?
Be more disciplined.
So I need to be more disciplined, and that kind of goes along with like at this season of, you know, the year, I feel like the spring cleaning of it all, just kind of like get all those things done that I need to get done, whether it's like health or taxes or the move or whatever it is, just like get it all situated. That's
Really
so
love
like
that.
I think a little extra grace for myself / procrastination is just, that's out for me. It's out.
I'm gonna lean into that too. I'm
Yeah.
inspired.
Okay, cool.
My first out is being jealous. Because, and this is like something I feel like we all constantly have to work on with ourselves of like, it's so easy to compare yourself to someone else, but instead I feel like being jealous, you can turn it into, I am so excited for her and for him and for that opportunity. And now it's going to inspire me to lean into something else or work harder towards something. Because it's just so easy to be green with envy when you could be happy for them.
Absolutely.
So, jealousy is out.
Jealousy's out.
Jealousy is out.
Out is having a completely, fully, like every hour of the day booked schedule.
Yeah.
Or booked calendar, I should say. I feel like you need to allow yourself time to live, like to literally live in the moment. I catch myself in the cycle too of being like, oh my gosh, I'm not
Next
doing
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you don't even get to be present in the actual current moment. And I feel like with our jobs, it's creative of sorts. I feel like you need thinking time, like time to be creative, to pick up a book or to like explore something new. Like, I need material for my life. Like, you know?
It's absolutely true.
We do have control. We have the privilege of most of the time being in control of our schedule. So I feel like that's something we need to take advantage of, or we can say no. And we don't have to do the book. We don't have to book ourselves like that. You know what I mean? Like some people have to be busy because they've got kids and like all this shit going on. None of us have that right now. So we have full control over our job.
You're just like, this is the best
is
time
our
of our lives
control.
right now.
This should be the time that we're like, actually, I've got some
Relax.
spare time for you.
You're so right.
And also like I guess enjoying it guiltlessly, because on the other side of that you're thinking, well, I don't have all these things to do, so maybe I do book my schedule because like no time like the present. Let's figure this out. So like there needs to be like a middle ground.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, we talk about that sometimes. I feel like the pressure to feel like you have a spare moment, like you have to do something.
Yeah.
You have to fill it, and it's like you're allowed to call a friend. You're allowed to take a walk. Like just
Like lay down for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's okay.
I'm just a girl. I need a nap sometimes.
Girl.
I need a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's your
All
next
right.
out?
My next one, I'm kind of just like calling myself out on all of these.
No, I mean, same.
Retail therapy. I'm done with retail therapy. I'm done with like trends of it all. Unless you're a person who really likes to play with fashion, which I have friends who are stylists who literally like that's their job, to create looks for other people. So I get that for sure and messing with trends. But for me, I've just like, I'm really trying to hone in on what looks good on me, what fits well on me. You can dabble in trends, but like I don't want to go be shopping all the time for all this extra stuff that I don't need. Just like I want to find the things that look good and flatter me. Versus like looking out to what everyone else is doing just like for the fun of it, I guess. Because it kind of is a waste a little bit. Again, unless like it's for some reason a part of your job.
Yeah.
You know?
I
But
completely
I'm not-
understand that.
Retail
and I
therapy
agree.
is not allowed.
Yeah.
What I'm using instead of retail therapy, well, one, I love the capsule collection idea for sure.
Yes.
And I
so
really
fun.
am working on that. And it's just like finding things that fit you really, really well, I think is perfect. And then renting stuff. Like there's so many ways to like rent trends now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you use
So-
Pickle?
I use Pickle.
We're
love
obsessed.
Pickle.
Me too. Obsessed with Pickle. I'm obsessed with putting my stuff up on Pickle as well.
Yes.
In LA, it's been easy because people can pick up and drop off pretty
Same.
easily.
We
Yeah,
only do that,
same.
really,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to now ship, which will be different. But
Yeah.
like, that is a genius app. There's also Vivrel where you can like get your bags and stuff every month. Like, it's so easy to do that versus going out and like really indulging in stuff that you might not like in literally like 3 months.
I know that's the scary part. We've been both doing that a lot. Like, there's this like cult Gaia clutch that I really wanted for an outfit, and I was like, do I really need? Well, I want this in a year, but it looked so good for the outfit, and I rented it. It's so exciting.
Yes,
it's
so
the
exciting.
best.
Did you rent it from Pickle?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
rent from it all the time. Like,
there's
we
so many great things.
like literally rent our clothes and then
Yeah.
like use the credits that we make from like
Yeah.
renting our
Oh
clothes.
my
I
God. Yeah.
never take out the
shop.
money. I just use it.
Wait, that's so smart.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
dump
they
it
have
in
great
there.
stuff.
Okay.
And it all comes clean because like it's on the seller, I guess, to clean it. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's really efficient to
Love it.
run
And
something
make
for
money off your
basketball game.
closet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
Oh,
such that is, if y'all are not on Pickle, you gotta
It's
get
the
on Pickle.
best.
Okay, it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's like the best. And it's not even a side hustle because it's so easy.
So easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Oh, right. I'm up next.
What's out for you, Danny?
Skipping skincare. Because, like, I feel like every night I'll at least put on moisturizer. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I feel like there's nights I always take off my makeup. No matter how drunk I am or what, I am taking off my makeup. Like, I do not go to bed with my makeup on. I feel like if I stumble in my apartment, I'm like eating pizza, the makeup wipe is in my hand. Like, no matter what, it's autopilot. But after that, I feel like sometimes I kind of let it go. And I won't even wash my face. Like, even on nights that I'm not drinking, like, I feel like sometimes I'm just so tired. I just want to go to bed.
Well, you give yourself grace. Too
yeah,
much.
give it
Too
a
much.
little too much
Yeah.
grace.
Yeah.
You gotta rein it in.
Yeah.
You're like, you can put
so-
moisturizer on. Okay, like
Exactly.
it's not gonna end your mental health,
Exactly.
journey.
You're like, no, I'm literally gonna collapse right now. It's like you can handle.
You can handle it. Because then you wake up, you wake up the next morning, you're like, my skin is so supple right now. So I just want to, do the full routine for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Next for you.
On the note of what you said, Peyton, kind of like trends and stuff, I have learned that some trends don't suit me,
Yeah.
And I am a girl that like I'm trying to figure out what works best for my body and everything. And for me, this like everything oversized / baggy fitting, I have realized like I used to not wear like even tight shirts like this. I would wear like a looser version of I'm wearing like a blue little like Skims dupe like shirt right now, and I feel like I would be like, oh, it's gonna like show my stomach or it's gonna. Meanwhile, then I see like actually how I look in it, and I'm like, this makes me look better
good.
than
Yeah.
if I was wearing something that was it shows my figure a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I've got, I feel a little snatched in. So I would say that like everything oversized baggy fitting, I'm here for it. I'm wearing baggy jeans, but just everything fitting like a sack on me, I just feel more like womanly and honestly like sexy when
You're,
I'm
like,
wearing something
feminine,
that are
confident, yeah.
even in just a t-shirt, I'm like a well-fitting t-shirt. And there's a time and place for baggy fitting, but just I'm like I feel like I got a little too comfortable with that idea in my wardrobe, and now nothing
I am
fits
too
right.
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm too comfortable.
I'm too comfortable. Extra grace.
Yeah,
Lunch room.
we are so dramatic too.
I know.
We're all just like, oh, we need the baggy. It's so comfy. That's how I'm like today.
Yeah.
Today I was like, actually, you do need to be comfortable today. You need to be in your PJs
Yeah, you are
because you're
literally
stressed
moving
out.
weak.
But otherwise, like I know how you feel. Like when something fits me well, I just feel so much better. Like I feel like more
Yes.
myself, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a confidence booster for sure.
Oh, and especially when we're like doing stuff on camera, like whatever. I definitely even like take a picture of me. Like let's do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do you have another out?
I have one more out, and it is because it's springtime, but like this is gonna be, it's a little dicey, I feel like. As an influencer / content creator, and all my friends are influencers and content creators, I'm a little scared to say this is out for me. But it's been out for a little while for the springs, and that is Coachella and the content surrounding Coachella.
Oh, dude.
No, we love a take.
A take.
Yeah. Thank you.
I
I
just
don't
feel like-
disagree.
I feel like there's some people that I will follow and be like, oh, the outfit's cute or like whatever. I guess I've been around it too because I've been in LA for almost 8 years. I'm like, I remember earlier days of Coachella, like Coachella when I was 25, that year, was 2019, I think. I had the best time of my entire life. I was having literally the best fucking time. It was amazing. It was a great experience. But there's something about being on social media and consuming the Coachella content, like if I choose not to go or something, it's not interesting to me literally at all. Like watching it as a viewer, not as the person creating it, it feels annoying. Like I'm annoyed by it, even though like I get it. I get that it's fun. I've had fun there, but there's something about it that I'm just like, it gives me the ick a little bit.
No, I know what you mean. I always think about that because I feel the same when I see other people's Coachella content. I do like to see the outfits. I can't lie. I'm like, let's see what the outfits. But I feel like if you're not there and if you've never experienced it, it's kind of it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
lot.
it's also become a show for like just going in the outfits and everything. I feel like most people we've talked to last year, I was like, who's your favorite set? They're like, oh, we didn't actually make it to the festival.
To that, yeah.
Like, you didn't even go?
Well, it's also like a mess because the logistics of it are like, as a person, that was more of a viewer. Like if I'm not there viewing the content, I just like don't find the content interesting anymore. It's overdone. But as a person going, the last year I went was 2 years ago, and I was like, I'm just never going back unless someone's gonna pay me a fuck. So if y'all see me at Coachella one year, just know I got paid. I got paid like a lot. Yeah. But like even if I got paid to go essentially to promote the festival of it all, I might not go in, for example, because like it's just chaos in there and not in a fun way. Like Stagecoach, I think the numbers are going up for it and stuff, and I'm definitely gonna go to that one.
I was gonna say you were there last year.
I'm going there. You. It's a little more relaxed, Coachella was honestly like very. There was a lot going on, and the walking and the trying to find rides. So like
the drives,
going and viewing the content for me is just out. I was like, I want to go on like a little vacation or something that weekend. And just like go to Mexico or something.
I was scared you were going to say Stagecoach too, and I'm going to Stagecoach too.
No, I mean, everyone's allowed to do what they want to do, obviously. And I'm going to Stagecoach for sure.
Yeah.
I know
what
do
you
like
mean, though.
music, though.
Do you like music festival? Like, I'm trying to think what. Well, you could go to like Lollapalooza in Chicago. Honestly, it's fun because it's a day festival. It's definitely a little overwhelming, but it's like the most beautiful. Oh, because like Chicago's perfect. Then would you do that or not?
I would do that. It's just the stuff around Coachella is so just like betchy sometimes. Like I feel like it just feels. There's something about it that just again gives me the ick. But it's specifically Coachella, and it's specifically the fact that there's so much else going on besides the festival, and you're always also trying to be like where the cool place is, and like nothing is ever that cool.
Did you ever go to Neon Carnival?
Yes.
Never did. Was it one of those same things? Or
I mean, when I was younger and I was like into like rave drugs, maybe like that was fun one time.
Okay.
Don't do drugs. Don't do that. But like that was why it was fun. And then like when I just kind of stopped with all that, it's just like, why am I out until 4 a.m? I would get up tomorrow morning, and then also typically you have work and like content to do, and it's just like this is a disaster.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take for me. Coachella and Coachella content.
I mean, Coachella didn't sell out even right away like it normally does this year.
Yeah, I think people are kind of getting over it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I also think it's up to the artists. It's not up to the artist, but it's that when you see the artists, if you like them or not, if you want to go to the show.
Well, it just kind of lost and I don't want to be a person who's like, no one even goes to see the show. So like, I like music, but I don't like it like that where I'm trying to be pretentious about it. It's just like specifically viewing the content. I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah. And what else? Like someone show me something.
Give me something valuable
interesting.
Here. No, I get that.
From this whole weekend.
My next one is expecting immediate results. That's out. Because especially with working out, I feel like it's you feel like I'm so consistent. Why do I look different in 1 week? Like it's so dumb. Or like it's the same thing when you do an ab crunch and you're like, where are my abs? Like it's the same vibe. And I think it's really so telling. Like I have friends that have worked so hard on themselves, their body, their diet, whatever it may be, for 6 months, and that's a long time, but they look amazing. I'm like, wow. But you can't expect that overnight. So I'm done with expecting immediate results.
You have to brag on yourself today. What happened in Pilates?
Oh,
you have to tell the story. Yeah.
I've never done. Have you ever been on a Cadillac machine?
No.
Have you seen are
they the ones
mega
that
former
move?
farmers.
Have you seen those?
It could do everything, so probably.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's why they call it a Cadillac. There's like an additional chair in front of you that's not attached. Like you could do literally anything with this machine. I swear to God. It almost looked suggestive, this machine. Like there's like fluffy cuffs and
cuffs.
Yeah, literally, we had our hands in fluffy cuffs. So it was like I'm in a BDSM situation.
Like, that's my kink.
Yeah, this is where I am. But it was a really challenging class. Anyways, there was one part where we were all doing pull-ups, and the girl she was like, I'm so impressed. Like, I cannot do that. Because it was like the hardest thing, and I'm not a pull-up girl. It wasn't a full pull-up, but it was like, I can't explain it.
But you said that you felt really
former
proud
pull-up.
I felt really proud because everyone else was kind of struggling.
Yeah.
And I was like doing it.
But you've been doing the work, like putting in the work, like going to Pilates. So
I
like,
guess.
You're getting stronger.
Like that's the result. Like so many times later.
Yeah.
But I get it. very immediate result.
Yeah.
Person.
Same.
Like skincare, I'm like,
Impatient.
I used this product once. Where
Same thing.
was my glow?
Yes.
Or, like,
and I'm impatient.
I
so
drank
impatient.
2 liters of water today. Why am I not different? Well, you know, you got to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just little things like that.
Consistency.
Consistency is in, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
My last out, not going to the doctor / advocating for your own health. I know some people don't go to the doctor. Like, I don't go to the. If you have the ability to, please go to the doctor.
No, this is my reminder.
I'm just telling you to please go because I've had a lot of just personal life things that I'm like, everybody should just go. And you have to advocate for your own health. You have a headache, you have something. Don't let people like tell you like, oh no, I'm sure you're fine. Like, you got to do the work. You got to put in the work and like and handle that for yourself.
I just got my blood tested from Mala. It's Malla, and like I think they might have it in New York too. It's out here.
It's a place you go to.
They come to you, so like it's a concierge service. It was pretty cheap for a blood draw.
She's like, okay.
It was great. So y'all should go look it up because I just got it done. They got my results to me within 7 days. And there was some stuff on there that I was like, oh shit. Like some stuff that I was like, oh, like I feel great about this. Like this is an optimal level. But then there's some things that I'm like, that could have a lot to do with like why I'm so tired.
Vitamin D?
Like not vitamin D, just like
B12.
there was some other stuff with like blood, like nothing too crazy, but just like dehydration leads to certain things in your blood. And then like hormone levels, obviously I knew that was out of whack for sure. So like, but it put it in like quantifiable measurements for me. So then they also like, then you'll schedule an appointment with someone to go over those tests.
Okay,
so you
good.
can get a better
that's
idea,
nice.
and they put you on like a plan. So like I did that because it did freak me out honestly because I was like, oh, I'm not perfect. Okay, like that's kind of fucked.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you start reading into things like a little bit much. So I made myself stop, and I'm like, I'm gonna talk to a professional.
Good for you.
So we'll see how that goes. But it was eye opening, and now I'm like, I was stressed at first, and now I'm like, well, I'm glad I know now.
Yeah.
Because I could have just
And you
ignored
can work
this.
on it.
Yeah.
No, I have like whole anxiety about it, and my dad, he's literally a doctor, and he was like, but the cool thing is, let's say they find something or there's something you need to work on, now you know, and you will fix it, and you will work harder on it.
Yeah.
But it's scary to find
initial
out
fear,
what's going
yeah.
on
I do get
inside.
it. Yeah, but I feel like if you have something like glaringly like that you've been avoiding or you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this thing, like I have so many friends that I'm just like, oh my God, you have
Yeah,
to.
we gotta go.
Yeah.
And doctors sometimes like they'll just be like, okay, it's no big. I mean, doctors are amazing, like they're
Yeah,
great. But
yeah.
sometimes like you know your own pain levels or you know your own like you have to say like, no, this is really bothering me. Like, let me go to a specialist. Let me do this. And no one tells you that about adulting either. We've talked about this like, in the healthcare system. Like you have to be the one to push.
And the thing here is it's
true.
just so expensive to do in the US sometimes. I feel like it's a lot. So that's even made me like throughout my 20s I was like, oh fuck, it's just like so expensive. That's why I like this Mala thing because I feel like it made my life so much easier.
Yeah.
And then like I just paid the money and it was done. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't crazy expensive at all. So I highly
I'm
recommend
gonna
that
look into
for
that.
sure. Yeah, y'all should.
Well,
Right.
should we turn it positive
Yeah,
and go
to
for
the
some
end.
ins, things we're into?
Yeah.
All right, so first one for me is obviously baseball season. Baseball starts in the spring, so like I'm excited for that. And like I said, I think baseball is for the girls, and I think it's a fun thing to do. Not only because you can like obviously watch the game, and it's just a fun, especially going to a major league game. Like it's just there's so much going on outside. I recently at spring training watched Joe pitch on the same size of field, but it was just like one of the backfields. He was like practicing, and it was so weird because I was like. The others, like the major league stadiums are so big and just like have so much going on that there's like so much good energy there. Though it's the same exact pitching and the same exact game. But that whole experience is really fun for the girlies. And then also just like going there, getting dressed in a cute outfit and like doing like sporty things with your friends are so fun. And if you're a single girl, lots of boys at those games, hanging out. Lots of boys in baseball pants to look at. I look at one in particular. Okay, I'm very loyal to the butt that I'm looking at, but there's lots of butts out there.
Lots of butts.
And that's another reason it's for the girls, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So baseball season is in.
Oh, I love that. 10K steps a day for me.
You've been big on that.
I've been big.
Yeah.
I'm like, Brooke, like,
And I have an aura ring.
Brooke
She
wears
does
the
it.
aura
Yeah.
ring. So I'm like,
So
how
Danielle's
many are
what
we at?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Even though we don't do everything the same while we're here, I'm just like, we're generally.
remote. Yeah, a little.
Yeah, because my phone will tell me. Since I'm becoming so obsessed with it, I feel like I do need to get something to track it, but I just like hate like to wear extra things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like really obsessed. I got a walking pad, Katie Austin's little treadmill.
Yes.
And I'm so obsessed with it. I am that bitch with my computer on the counter and I'm walking.
Damn.
I feel so good, and it's also because New York's it's warming up now, and
Yeah.
I think it's time for outside walks again. But I was just feeling like so sedentary, and I was just sitting around. Like even if I went to Pilates, it's like I just want to like move.
Yeah.
And it's just really helps. I feel like you're big on walks too.
Oh, I walk everywhere, but it's easier here because it's just like the weather's always
you're like,
are typically really
nice.
good. Even if it's cold, it feels good. So
It feels so good here. The sun's still out. I feel like most of the time.
Yeah, I'm here on the 10K steps.
Yeah.
Color, wearing color, and color also in home decor. I'm like
Yeah.
gonna move, and I'm over the like beige apartment. Like I really, color makes me happy.
Yeah.
Color brings me joy. Yeah,
wearing blue right
I know
now,
I'm wearing
if you
blue.
guys aren't
It's not anything crazy, but I do realize like I take a photo and when I'm wearing color, and I'm like, wow, my eyes pop. My like
it's your
features-
color palette.
Thanks.
Like I don't know what
That
the color.
too.
I need to figure that out for myself. Too.
I know. We
I
should
need
do
to really
color
I've never got
theory.
it officially done, but you can go on Pinterest and search like just for the color palettes,
Yeah, yeah.
and it will say like a lot of fair-skinned blondes with light eyes
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
are this, and it kind of shows like
Oh, that's
celebrities that look like
cool.
that.
Smart.
Yeah, not
That's
that
helpful.
there
Get it
are any
done.
celebrities that like I really look like, but I'm like, okay, they have
Gal
similar
Gadot.
complexion to me or whatever.
You should
There's
look
that
up Gal
one.
Gadot's color theory.
Yeah,
That is true. Yeah,
My
saving that
dupe.
coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
color.
yeah. And
Color?
in home decor, I need to figure out a way to infuse it. I'm like, should I get a colorful couch? Should I get like?
Oh, that could be fun.
I know. I'm like, am I gonna hate it though in like a year? I have to choose the color right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to choose the color,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was
Get
like
some
gonna say
info
you
for
should do
that.
pink, but you're gonna live with a boy. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know the gateway color I've seen all over TikTok, and I did this. I didn't realize this when Joe and I moved in together the first time. He was like, I don't want all beige. And I was like, okay, well, fuck, okay.
Oh, because you
We'll do a color. And so I chose green. And I'm
That
seeing all over
is
TikTok
gateway.
people being like, it's so funny when you move in with a boy. That's like the gateway color that you'll allow is like a sage green.
Yeah.
I can see you doing that.
yeah, like a sage green couch.
So
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
And it's calming. It's a very calming
It's
color.
calming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
Here
like
for
it
that.
to be calm.
Yeah.
Still.
And it can go with like other items that are like browns and beiges and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that too.
You do wall art with color in it. To
Yeah,
pull
I
in
don't
the
want it to
green.
be like insane, like so loud, but more so just like
Yeah.
happy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happy colors.
Like
Yeah.
brings me joy and like
God, you do with like a
sure.
yellow couch. I don't hate it.
I know. Well, I was like, I,
like
didn't
that.
want to do like super light color because it will stain. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should just go full color, but yellow.
Yeah.
Like it has to be the right
I know.
yellow tone. Butter yellow's so in right now, but that's pretty light. You could see stains. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just,
love butter yellow.
I don't want something that's gonna take a lot of upkeep.
No.
Yeah, like,
think
I'm
a
not
green.
gonna clean my couch. Like people are like
Green's
you
a good one.
We
That's
loved
good.
our green couch. I'm telling you, it was great.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
It was
good
great.
like middle.
We might go
ground.
back to the green
Really?
in Milwaukee, but I don't know what our apartment like the dimensions are because there's like this weird like pole kind of in the middle.
Oh, so you got to figure
So
out.
I have to like
person.
go and actually
Yeah.
see, and figure out that
Funny.
the whole process. Why
Yeah.
are couches so hard to like acquire?
Yes.
They
They're
take
big.
forever. They're
big
big. They
boys.
take forever.
Yeah,
It's
they
just,
do. You order it and it comes like, how many months later?
Yeah, I'm only
6
there
months,
for 6
probably.
months, so I'm like,
Oh,
we
so-
need
oh,
to
you
get
need
something
a quick
fast.
one. You
Yeah,
You do Facebook Marketplace.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm noticing after I'm selling my stuff there, I'm like, damn, there's actually some like really good stuff because I'm selling some great stuff for like really low prices just because I want it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's what everyone
So
does.
yeah, I need to
It's a
look
good
it
hack.
up. That's a good hack. Facebook Marketplace. Okay, my next one. Okay, so I'm really big on like tailoring and like customizing things. So I really wanted, for example, a pair of navy Converse. This is a random example, but I couldn't find them online anywhere. And then I realized you can customize your own Converse, and it's like not that much more expensive. Nike does this for their shoes too. So if you like want something exactly that you want, like it's not very much more to customize.
Yeah.
And then also when I buy stuff now, getting it tailored, just like going to the
Yes, me
tailor,
too.
getting it all fixed, and because that's gonna make me feel good. Like we're talking about, it's gonna make me feel better in general when something fits well. And like when I'm in a pinch, like I always am late to something, or like I want to go out but I don't know what to wear. And I'm so last minute on choosing outfits, and then I hate my outfits. It's just like no, I have my canned things that I know fit well, and I don't need to suck in. I don't need to be like. It's just they fit well in the end. You know what I mean? So I
Absolutely.
think tailoring is one of those things that you can do so in like a pretty easy way as well. Like it's not always like highly expensive to get things tailored. Like it's pretty inexpensive. Like you could go buy a pair of Levi's or something that maybe don't fit you perfectly, but in general fit, and they get them tailored, and they're now like a high-end pair of jeans that are like actually way cheaper than
So
actually buying a
true.
high-end pair of jeans.
So true. I love getting my jeans tailored. It's the best.
It's the best thing ever. Yes.
Fold right in. My next in is re-wearing favorite outfits. Because I'm, maybe you guys are guilty of this too. I'm like, oh, I already posted in that, or oh, I already went to this event in that. But back to what we're all talking about, I felt so good in that outfit. So why can't I wear it again with, if maybe it's a different group of people, or maybe it's the same group of people. People don't really always
don't
remember.
care, yeah.
Or if it's like, a part of the outfit, like if it's a matching set, like maybe I'll still wear the top again with something else. Like this might sound just crazy, but I feel like once I have a favorite outfit, I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste it on that thing. It's okay, you can wear it again.
Yes.
Like, oh, I didn't get a photo in it. Oh my gosh, you could wear it again.
Yeah, just wear it again. Maybe style it a little different this time. Yeah,
because
super easy.
it's fun to wear things you like.
And that you feel good in. Yeah.
I feel that. I've been like, I'm really lucky because my parents live like not so far from the city, so I have like a second closet at home.
Yeah,
but
that's ideal.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I feel like also a lot of people like sell their clothes often and like kind of switch up because, storage. But I will like store my stuff there. So I'll go back into the archives of, dresses and things that I wore 2-3 years ago. I'm like, what a gem.
Yeah.
Didn't appreciate this enough.
What a gem.
Time. And I definitely wore it to the ground then, but now I'm like a whole new life.
Yes. Love giving clothes new life.
Yeah, totally. My next in is candy. Sour candy. Now, have you guys
I could attest this for you.
No. Well, have you seen like the Bon Bon thing on TikTok? This store in New York that like people are obsessed with?
No.
Oh.
I'm a big candy
I've
person.
seen it, yeah.
So
Delaney just
I need this information.
People are ordering, like you can order from wherever, but I'm concerned about the like freshness of it because you know how candy can kind of get like a little, like not stale, but it's like chewy almost.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened in the past like year or so of my life. I love a sweet treat, but something about sour candy specifically, like it's the best like little.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah. It wakes you up. It kind of feels like an activity to eat something sour.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I mean by that.
No,
That's the only way I can describe it. Like it feels like, it's like a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like I also can't eat, because it's sour, I can't eat the whole bag. So I almost am like, okay, I can enjoy my pieces, enjoy the sour feeling, and I'm like, I'm good,
Yeah.
So Bon Bon in New York, this blew up. I was going before it was popular. I'll say it. Do you not think I was? Oh, no.
I didn't know it's recently popular. I just thought it's...
What is it? Just a candy store?
Yeah,
I heard about it through you, though. I did hear about it through you.
Give me the credit.
Yes, but I didn't know. Like, I thought, like, Delaney went recently, but I thought it was just because she's never been and has been wanting to go. But
recently,
it's
like there's a line now. Like, there used to never be a line.
Oh, then credit.
Thank you. No, I don't think that I'd set it up, but I think that I was like, oh, this is a cool place.
Out of our friends. Yeah.
I love, like, the Trader Joe's sour candy. I just love sour candy.
Especially
for some reason, I affiliated with, like, spring and summer, too.
Yeah.
Something about it.
I feel like chocolate is kind of wintry.
Yes.
That kind of vibe. Yeah. No chocolate right now. We're not doing chocolate.
No. Is that so random for my end?
No. That's why this is so fun.
Yeah. Enjoy your sour
I love it.
All right. Next for me is what's in for me is decaf things. Decaf coffee. I love the ritual of having my coffee, but again, got the blood tested. The hormones are a little bit crazy. I feel like I need to give my like liver a break because I do drink, or I have like a lot of sugar. A lot of processed sugar that I shouldn't have in the last year or so, honestly. And then with the coffee and the caffeine and the alcohol all together, it's just such a bad thing. And I feel like for me, what's easiest is I don't want to not have the ritual of the coffee. But honestly, if I'm really honest with myself, coffee makes me jittery anyways and makes me like really kind of out of whack.
Yeah.
So I feel like I just need to like go to the decaf and shut up about it.
I mean,
you're speaking her language. Yeah.
I feel like I told you this when we were in Cabo together on the Gulf Side trip. Like, I feel so validated right now. I had 2 cups of decaf this morning, but don't you still feel a little like excitement?
I just feel good. Like I feel like, okay, it's a dopamine hit for me more than it is the caffeine thing. Yeah. So I'm like, I love the latte. I love to like make myself a cute little drink to like get my morning started. But I think the caffeine, if there's one thing I can really cut down on, I know, is the caffeine. Like the caffeine and the sugar. Like I still want to have my beer at games.
Definitely.
But like also moving to Wisconsin, I'm not going to be with my crazy friends out here anymore. So I'm like, I'm naturally just like not going to drink as much alcohol. But the caffeine is the everyday thing that I feel like I could change.
Oh, I'm so excited for your journey.
It's
so great.
Will you do like
out.
make a latte, make a cappuccino, or like just a shot of espresso? But
I think I'll definitely make it like an artsy fun drink. Like we're definitely gonna get like some kind of coffee maker. I think when we're in Milwaukee, because again we're just saving so much money on so many things. We're like, why don't we? This is another one of my ends kind of that goes along with that is like nesting. So like why don't we like really nest and like make our place somewhere we want to be versus like I love going on a walk and grabbing a coffee, but I should make my house like a place that I'd like to sit in the morning and have my coffee as well and learn how to make a good cup of coffee, which that's kind of like ideal.
Is this decaf what you're drinking?
This is like ginger tea.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So she's a wellness girly today.
Yeah, she is a wellness girly today. No, I love that. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad I didn't make that one of my ends, but I should have.
Yeah.
My next in is, it's funny that we're talking about this, having a beer. That was literally one of my ends.
Yes.
Like, in the winter, I don't want beer as much, but it's also kind of like a little bonding thing for me and my boyfriend. Like, sometimes I don't want, like, a cocktail, and I'm not really into wine lately, but he loves to talk about it. He loves the art behind it, and it's kind of been this little thing for us, like, oh, let's go have a beer, and
so
we'll do a flight, and he's like, you would like this one, and you're like, and sometimes I'm like, I just want a Modelo right now. It just kind of, like, I barely feel anything. It's just, like, this cold down my throat.
It's almost like when I have, like, a cold, crisp Coca-Cola or something.
Same
like,
vibe.
It's a similar feeling. It's like, it just feels clean and fresh.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Especially
I
at
love
sporting
beer.
events.
Especially at sporting events. Because they give you, like, a massive draft beer.
Yes.
And again, it is something in that situation that calms my nerves a little bit.
A little bit, for
so,
sure.
like, I'm like, I need to have this. Okay. Like, I need it once a week. But, I feel like the experience of drinking a cold beer is just so, I don't know, it feels really wholesome.
It does. It does.
You posted on a plane the other day, like, you know, like you and Isabel, like, drinking beer. Like, you were like, pre-flight, like, beer. I was like, you girls are so cool.
I know.
I could never.
We got some
I could
Blue
never.
Moons and on the
Yeah,
plane.
and, like, little nuts. Wasn't it like a
Yeah,
little
they
nut
give you
thing?
warm nuts. It was nice.
Well, also, like, to your point with your boyfriend, like, I feel like there's so many things that, like, Joe and I can bond over. We have similar personalities. We think things are funny, and, like, we have our, like, inside jokes and stuff. But, like, I don't typically, like, do a lot of things that require bonding with men, or even, like, involve bonding with men, because I work by myself or with women.
Yeah.
I've got Joe. I'm like, check, perfect. I don't need to speak to another man ever again in my life.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah, perfect.
But, like, with my dad too, or, like, you know, with my brother when he's of age, I feel like it's just an easy way to, like, bond with the men in your life, because it's just, like, such a little thing
They
you can
love
do.
to talk
Yeah,
about
they
it.
love to talk about it.
Same with wine. A lot of, like, people like to talk about, like, oh, red wine. Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. And so it's that same vibe for sure.
That's very adult to, like, be like, oh, what beer do you like? What
Yeah.
wine?
Yeah.
Yo, IPA. I don't love IPA. I'll have, like, a sip.
Yeah.
But
I don't know enough. Like, I like some IPAs and the others I don't. And then I'm like, I don't know what I like then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on here.
I don't even know.
Would you be able to, like, articulate the notes you like? Like, would you be like, oh,
Nah,
this is
I'm not
citrusy?
there.
I
or,
don't
like,
think
not
I
really?
can. I can some with the citrusy. So, like, a Blue Moon.
Yeah,
like, I
I
can
guess,
definitely tell that's why I like it. In Milwaukee, I actually, I don't know if I should say this because I moved to Milwaukee, but they brew Miller Lite there. And, like, if I'm going to have, like, a light beer that I know well, I literally, like, grew up. This is so bad. I grew up on Coors Light, like, in high school.
Not bad.
Well, like, I'm in high school and college. We're like, let's have a Coors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it, like, brings back memories. But in Milwaukee, it's, like, not, like, it's Miller. It's, like, Miller
Oh, it's like we don't
town.
touch Coors.
Yes. So I'm going to have to, like, teach
Convert
myself
a
to,
little
like,
bit.
a lot of breweries there, too. So I'll let y'all
Okay,
know what
so
I
you'll find
learned
a little
about
Yeah.
beers.
Oh, I'm
in
excited. I feel like
Milwaukee.
you're wearing, like, a brewery style hat.
Yes.
Like, you're on your way.
She's on her way.
I love that. Next, celebrating your little wins / accomplishments, or just celebrating in general. Like, I feel like we need more celebration in life.
Yes.
Like, people, like, little career things. It doesn't need to be a promotion. It could be like, oh my gosh, my boss told me I did good today.
Yeah.
And celebration doesn't mean party, like, you
Yeah.
know, balloons,
No,
etc. But I feel like with your partner, like with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, or with, like, your small group of friends, or even with yourself, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be treating yourself. It could more just be like recognizing, I think,
Acknowledging.
the
Acknowledging
acknowledgement.
something.
Or, like, cheersing at dinner with your friends. Like, cheers
Literally that.
to
Yeah.
us being here in LA recording podcast.
Well,
or
getting
whatever.
together with your
Yes.
friends for dinner is kind of a
to friendship.
celebration. I think that, so there's a quote that I read a long time ago. Don't know who said it, but it basically was like, always have a glass or a bottle of champagne in your fridge for celebrating, even if you're just celebrating having a bottle of champagne in your fridge. And I feel like that, like, idea is really nice.
Yeah.
And for me, like, when it comes to, like, because I've given myself so much grace and, like,
I-
overlooked so many things, I feel like even, like, instead of giving myself grace on things and not doing things because of mental health, I, like, drill sergeant do it. And then if you do it, you're going to be celebrated by yourself. Like, you'll have a little glass of champagne or a glass of red wine, or, like,
Definitely.
you'll spend a lovely evening in. So, like, I, like, almost, like, congratulate myself doing all the things that I procrastinate because of anxiety. Yeah.
That's great.
That's fun. Yeah, I just feel like we need more positivity and, like, happiness, and, like, you deserve to recognize things in your life.
And other people recognizing it too.
Yeah.
I think it really is, it makes it feel more real when someone else, like, looks at you and is like, I'm proud of you for doing this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even if it's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll each do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Okay, so let's see. Oh, this one's kind of niche to me, but embracing my natural hair texture and waves.
Ooh, I love.
I can't, like, I was wearing my hair, my natural texture, which is, like, pretty wavy. Not like curls, but definitely like wavy and more coarse a little bit almost. And I loved it. And then I stopped doing it as much because I wanted to blow out my hair. And I noticed that, like, no matter how much I straighten my hair or smooth it or blow it out or wear it, like, have smoothing products, it wants to wave so bad. So, like, this is after straightening it, like, it just like wants to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need to like learn how to embrace my natural waves and actually use products that are meant for wavy hair.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's hard because sometimes it's like too crunchy and then like sometimes it's just too frizzy. Like it's difficult. So I'm really, it's in this, I guess, spring and moving into summer especially, is just like making my natural hair work instead of trying to like straighten the fuck out of it or like blow it out every 5 seconds and like make it perfect and smooth, because it doesn't end up looking good like day 2.
It wants to come out.
Yeah. It just frizzes everywhere. Yeah.
I really like that. I'm inspired, especially in the summer. I love to just like let it rip. See what
I feel that. I
happens.
struggle with products though. Like I have naturally
It's so
wavy,
hard.
little
Yeah.
curly,
Yeah.
And I agree. It's either too crunchy or I feel like the products are almost like making it fall heavier.
Yeah, they're like weighing it down.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want it to be like light and bouncy.
And I don't know the order in which to like apply the products, I guess. I've been watching TikToks and stuff, but everyone has a different kind of like curl pattern, and like your hair is different than everyone else's, so it's like really difficult to find how to make it look normal and not like a poof, but also not like you just like ruined it with heat styling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a fine line to cross.
It is. It's hard.
My last in is hair related. It's side bangs, curtain bangs, whatever you want to call them. I don't have them. I mean, I have short layers, but I am obsessed. Like, I think about specifically Kate Davis. She recently, like,
Yes.
Wait, would you ever do it?
I would. But I'd have to be committed, contradicting everything, to styling them every day. And that's why I haven't done it. I think it looks so nice. I think I'd want my hair to get a little bit longer. I think it looks really nice with long hair. And then you've got, like, because then it's more of a contrast. It frames the face so nicely. I'm just seeing a lot of people doing these curtain bangs, and it looks, I don't know what people are calling them now. Side bangs, curtain bangs. Side bangs makes me think of, like, middle school side bangs.
Like swoopy kind of.
Yeah, I'm thinking like curtain bangs, but I would, with my hair type, I would have to style them every day. So that's why I haven't, but I'm loving them on other people.
Yes. They look really good.
They're very thinking about it. You should.
Like 70s.
Yes.
And I feel like that's so perfect for spring.
It's so
like
fun.
bouncy and cute. Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Delaney's like keeps almost doing it. I'm like, you have her
my
hair is
gosh, she
perfectly
totally
straight.
should.
I'm like, do it. Like your hair is
You look
like
so good at it.
I know.
Like it's model-esque, and she's so
I know.
like that.
I'm like, let me live through you.
I see that.
What do you have for us, Brooke? Bring us home.
Something about like spring and summer also, I feel like it is like music vibes, like happy, positive, but like I don't want to say, we have been dealing with this when we're driving. We're like, oh my gosh, the playlist isn't right. You know,
we get the right driving playlist.
Vibes.
Yes.
So I'm just into putting on like a DJ set on YouTube, like just like or a 1 hour mix or whatever. There's just so much on there. Yeah. And once you start watching them, then it comes up in your recommended. The YouTube algorithm is sick. Like I have to say, I feel like it's one of the best.
Yeah.
Like the recommended for you. I don't know if you guys
It knows you well.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And you could get specific with that too and do like, sunset mix or something.
Yeah.
Or you could do like a specific artist that you like.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me, I feel like spring is like the runway to summer. So
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's like
I like that.
loading,
It's
now
setting
loading.
the scene for,
Yeah.
like mostly everyone's favorite season. My favorite season is at least the summer. So like
It's
I'm
hard
setting
for
the
it
scene
not
for
to
that
be.
right now.
Yeah, and like bringing your little portable speaker to like the park, and then you post up, and you don't have to have someone be like, oh, next song. Like,
Yeah.
just hit play and enjoy.
I forget about YouTube like mixes. I feel like that was like a thing of like my like middle school, high school days pre Spotify, and now I'm
SoundCloud,
like,
I would do that a lot.
SoundCloud. I forgot about that. That's a really good reminder.
Yeah, and some of them do have like, if you want to like put it up on your TV, they have like ones that are like aesthetically pleasing too.
Yeah.
Some
Love
visuals.
that. Good idea.
I love that. Thanks, Brooke.
I'm into music.
Well, I hope you're all feeling motivated and excited for spring. I know all three of us are. I can't wait to see your next journey.
Yeah,
I know. I'm excited.
Moving, and we're so excited that we caught you right before your move to get you on
Literally
the pod.
12 hours before.
I know. That's crazy.
Whatever,
Lucky
however long it's going to be.
So where can everyone find you? Shout yourself out.
So y'all can find me on Instagram at Payton Sartain, on YouTube. We're doing some more YouTube lately. I decided I'm going to do like a monthly vlog. Have y'all seen Claudia Zalewski's like monthly vlogs?
That's smart.
Yes.
I feel like it's what I can do.
Yeah.
After like doing podcasts so much too, it's just like how much of all of this can I do? Like y'all are
We talk
queens
about
of
it all
that.
the
It's just
time.
it's impossible.
helped, though.
Yeah.
figured
I
out
need a lot more help, honestly. So YouTube you can find me, TikTok same thing at Payton Sartain, and then my podcast is called Note to Self.
We
Go
love
listen.
Note to
We did
Self.
an episode, 6 months
Last
ago?
summer or in the fall? What was
so
it?
go listen.
I don't
fun.
even remember,
I
honestly.
don't remember which season it was. But thank you so much, Payton.
Thank
y'all
you.
for having
This was
me.
great.
We love you
Thanks.
guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.